Hi guys, welcome to Lux Attic. In today's video, we'd like to show you the 25 most expensive cars in the world right now. It's 7 a.m. on a Monday, and you're in your car on your way to the office. Riders on the Storm by Snoop Dogg and the Doors is coming out of the speakers. You find yourself pulling up to the traffic light prior to joining the highway. Yet, unexpectedly, you are hit with a need for speed. Yes, NFS. Who doesn't remember the famous game series? But you are not in the game anymore. This is real. You set the Starbucks down, linger for the green light, then roar away from it in front-wheel drive grandeur, slamming into the highway with 2 solid spots of rubber. Didn't that feel awesome? This is, perhaps, one of the most important facets of driving. You can include small doses of adrenaline-fueled excitement in your ordinary routine anytime you want. That's why a car is so much more than just a means of transport. Don't you agree? A car is endowed with personality. Some excel at certain tasks and fail miserably at others. Some are inexpensive dates that provide a terrific thrill. Some are the epitome of luxury and high-end innovations. No matter the case, pushing a car to its limits is when it reveals its soul. That is the moment when the car smiles back at you. As soon as you floor the pedal, a surge of adrenaline rushes through your body. Speed and power are mixed, thrill and fear are inextricably linked, and at the heart of anxiety, there are unparalleled body sensations, such as being flung to 60 miles per hour in less than 2 seconds. When the topic of lighting fast hypercars is mentioned, a certain set of luxury car brands immediately springs to mind. Those are the labels that have proven to the world that they are the gold standard in terms of speed and performance. Companies such as Bugatti, Pagani, and Koenigsegg create cars that are not only extremely fast but also some of the most limited release, visually stunning automobiles in the world. We'd even argue they deserve a place in an art exhibition. Most of the extremely pricey cars you'll see below seem like spacecraft. Some achieve more than 1,000 horsepower, which is roughly 5 times the power of the ordinary automobile on the road. Thus, a ride in a supercar is much more than a simple drive. It may be life-changing. It's an odyssey, a work of genius, a once-in-a-lifetime encounter. However, we should mention that the rates shown beneath are for brand new vehicles. We are excluding auction automobiles like the Ferrari 250 GTO, sold for $70 million, and overly expensive second-hand transactions from this list because they are irrelevant to our discussion. Therefore, here is a detailed tour of the 25 most expensive cars in the world right now, which will make your regular Ferraris and Porsches appear to be budget-friendly automobiles. These hypercars represent the pinnacle of luxury, and they did not simply get the distinction of being the most valuable automobiles, they earned it. 25. Lamborghini Countach LPI 804, $2.5 million. That will never happen. Until the inconceivable occurs. And they never saw it coming. Yes, each magnificent hypercar is the result of a brilliant idea. This revolutionary design pays homage to the past with Countach-inspired elements on the outside and the newest V12 hybrid powertrain and supercapacitor innovation on the inside. The brand describes its new Lamborghini Countach LPI 804 as the ingenious car of the moment, similar to how its ancestor was 50 years ago. It has beautiful edges and a bold 803 horsepower engine that represents the ultimate synthesis of hybrid technology and raw power. What else is there to say? 24. MERCEDES-AMG One, $2.5 million. Since the beginning of Formula One, Mercedes engineers have sought to take the acme of performance to the roads. And, for the first time, the 2-seat Mercedes-AMG Project One brings the most advanced and effective Formula One engines to the public, generating over 1,000 horsepower and reaching a top speed of over 217 miles per hour. The Mercedes-AMG One is a thorough representation of the company's concept, pushing the boundaries of technological possibility and opening up a new chapter in Mercedes-Benz history. 23. Ferrari F60 America, $2.6 million. Notwithstanding its astronomical price and short manufacturing line, the Ferrari F60 America is based on a standard version of the F12 Berlinetta. Thus, the F60 hypercar keeps the naturally aspirated 730 horsepower V12 engine up front and only employs the back wheels for traction, which allows it to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.1 seconds. Despite being inspired by the F12 Berlinetta, The F60 America has an entirely distinct appearance, but the primary contrast and the basis for this version's novelty is that it lacks a roof. Nevertheless, if you just learned about this car, it's too late to buy one. 10 wealthy aficionados already own all 10. 22. Aston Martin Valkyrie, $2.6 million. Aston Martin is a British brand known for its extravagant cars, but the company had never before produced a hypercar. That changed with the introduction of the Valkyrie, a jaw-dropping, performance-oriented speed devil. A truly unique automobile with an equally exceptional moniker. One that immediately brings back notions of strength and majesty, as if selected for us by the gods. The Valkyrie's hybrid engine produces an incredible 1,160 horsepower, making it the type of supercar that would be at home on a futuristic racetrack or in the upcoming Star Wars blockbuster. 21. Ferrari LaFerrari FXX-K Evo, $2.70 million. In 2017, the Ferrari FXX-K Evo was launched, a huge leap forward in terms of creativity and performance. For the unfamiliar, this is a 1,036 horsepower V12 hybrid that cannot be driven on public roads. That happens for two reasons: it is not road legal, and the few remaining models are kept by Ferrari and given access to owners throughout track events. The V12 provides 850 horsepower on its own, while the electric motor delivers an additional 187 horsepower. Add it all up and you have a large number that is more than willing to have your blood pumping through your veins. 20. Koenigsegg Jesko, $2.8 million. Swedish supercar manufacturer Koenigsegg gained recognition with the Agera RS, once the world's fastest car, capable of reaching a top speed of 278 miles per hour. Nevertheless, it has been replaced by the Jesko, a hypercar derived from its brilliant forerunner. The muscle comes from the 1,280 horsepower V8 engine, matched by an in-house built 9-speed transmission. Hence, as far as we can tell, the proficiency of this brazen sports car backs up its high price with no trouble. 19. Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio, $3 million. Incomparably skillful. Incomparably bold. Incomparably Ferrari. Are you ready for an experience of pulse pounding? We cordially invite you to board the Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio. This outstanding four-wheeler is based on the Ferrari 458 Spider frame, but the outside retains a vintage feel from the 1960s, serving as a small tribute to Pininfarina's amazing craftsmanship at the time. The Pininfarina boasts extraordinary power characteristics and is driven by a naturally aspirated 4.5-liter V8 engine that delivers 600 ponies. This Ferrari masterpiece is a wild Italian dream that can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds. 18. Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport, $3.3 million. Every Chiron makes a splash, even when observed from space, but the Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport is not a truncated version of the regular hypercar. It is the raw nerve Bugatti's 1,479 horsepower ground-based weapon. It's more connected, intuitive, compact, and intriguing than the Chiron Sport. When you hit the power button, the ignition coil whirs. Then the quad turbocharged 8.0-liter W16 roars to life with a louder exhaust howl. It's so exciting, dynamic, and engaging that the pure sports driver is overcome with emotion even before the car moves. 17. Mansory Vivere Bugatti Veyron, $3.4 million. The Bugatti Veyron is a defining 21st century superstar. It was the world's most ferocious performance car when it came out in 2005, and although it has been eclipsed by the 1,500 horsepower Chiron, it remains a connoisseur's gem. Meanwhile, German automobile customization company Mansory tailored a few Veyrons for the elite who desired something more rare and exclusive. The Veyron Linea Vivere was one of its most famous designs. Apart from its quad turbocharged 8.0-liter W16 engine and one-off design, what makes this Veyron even more exceptional is that there are only two in existence. 16. Motors Lykan Hypersport, $3.4 million. The Middle East is famed for its oil-rich territories, delectable cuisine, opulence, and a penchant for Europe's most costly supercars. However, they are not well known for producing them. That changed in 2012, when Lebanese automobile tycoon Ralph R. Debes founded W Motors with the express purpose of manufacturing high-performance sports cars. W Motors' inaugural hypercar, the Lykan Hypersport, rocketed the business to unprecedented heights when it was featured in Universal Studios' Furious 7, being the most expensive car to have appeared in the franchise. The Lykan Hypersport is propelled forward by a 3.7-liter twin-turbo flat-6 engine that generates 780 horsepower and 708 pounds-to-foot of torque, making it fast and furious. 15. Pagani Huayra Roadster BC, $3.5 million. An uncontrollable, sudden passion. A driving urge that inspired Pagani to envision a new masterpiece, the Pagani Huayra Roadster BC. Special circumstances prompted a challenging project focused on creating a remarkable, street-legal Pagani hypercar that would blend the incomparable feelings of driving a roadster with the most modern technologies. This picture-perfect hypercar is a 3,051-pound carbon fiber masterpiece. The fit and finish are elegant, and finding flaws becomes a challenge. The 791 horsepower twin-turbo 6.0-liter V12 engine from Mercedes-AMG is quieter than imagined, but when pushed hard, it explodes at 4,000 revolutions per minute. That sound is beyond comparison. Music to your ears. 14. McLaren P1 LM, $3.6 million. Just try to think of another hypercar with such bona fide racing credentials oozing from every component. The McLaren P1 LM is not a mainstream vehicle, rather, it is a street-legal derivative of the McLaren P1 GTR intended for track use exclusively. This one-of-a-kind automobile has a 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine. However, you'd assume that attaching a license plate to McLaren's exotic, 986 horsepower hybrid engine would involve a taming procedure to ensure it's mild enough for road use. Fortunately, that's not the case. The P1 LM is the quickest, most scarce, and ultimate of the P1 variations. 13. Lamborghini Sian, $3.6 million. The Lamborghini Sian FKP37 is the world's first hypersports car equipped with a V12 engine and a supercapacitor-based hybrid powertrain. Its 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine, identical to the one found in the Aventador SVJ, combined with the electric boost, delivers no less than 808 horsepower, and it can reach a top speed of 220 miles per hour. As is the case with all the outstanding Lamborghinis, the Sian's concept seems to have been plucked straight from the mind of an exuberant race aficionado. However, even by Lamborghini's usual high standards, the Sian appears futuristic and untamed. Occasionally, beauty and beast coexist in the same body, don't you think? 12. Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport 300 Plus, $3.9 million. It was a great honor for Bugatti to unveil the Chiron Pur Sport 300 Plus to commemorate the first time a car broke the supernatural 300 miles per hour, 482 kilometers per hour, speed barrier. Nevertheless, the new Chiron has enhanced power over its family members. The 8.0-liter W16 engine delivers 1,600 horsepower, 121 horsepower more than the Pure Sport, due to stronger, more effective turbochargers. The 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox features longer and faster ratios, and the car weighs 50 pounds less than previous generations. 11. Lamborghini Veneno, $4.5 million. Nothing catches the eye quite like a Lamborghini, and the Veneno is relentlessly centered on aerodynamics and cornering grip, duplicating the aggressive feel of a racing prototype while remaining totally road legal. The carbon fiber frame's lightweight structure is not only obvious, it also presents itself on the charts with a power-to-weight ratio of 4.23 CV per pounds, 1.93 kilograms/HP, and together with Lamborghini's powerful 6.5-liter, 12-cylinder engine, it ensures nothing less than mind-boggling speed. It outputs 740 horsepower and accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds, with a maximum electronically controlled speed of 220 miles per hour. It's also worth noting that one of the 5 Lamborghini Veneno was auctioned off in 2019 at Bonhams in Geneva for $8.27 million. Who said a car can't be a moneymaker? 10. Bugatti Bolide, $4.6 million. What would be the result if Bugatti created a bold new phenomenon around its legendary 8.0-liter W16 engine? The answer, the Bugatti Bolide, with 1,825 horsepower and a stunning 1,364 pounds-to-foot of torque. This car is a ruthless venture, a purebred that stands out in its raw elitism with great results and low weight, as well as a whole new kind of driving pleasure. Driving the Bugatti Bolide is similar to flying a rocket. It has a top speed of 310 miles per hour, 498 kilometers per hour, and can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, in 2.17 seconds. Good heavens! And what about its mind-blowing design? Excessive air vents and a subtle front-end appearance evoke a more aerodynamically refined Formula One car than a hyper-sports car. Stunning! 9. Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita, $4.8 million. The Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita is diamond-coated in the truest sense. Yes, you did read that correctly. The carbon fibers are, in fact, covered with a compound impregnated with diamond dust, dubbed the Koenigsegg proprietary diamond weave. This innovation changed the carbon from typical black to a gleaming silvery white, establishing the car's exterior as a benchmark for its distinctive appearance and fineness. And that's not all. The 4.8-liter, twin supercharged V8 engine underlying the coating delivers 1,018 horsepower and 797 pound-feet of torque. First, there were 3 cars of this style planned, but that number decreased to 2, mainly because the carbon fiber is too problematic and time-consuming to produce regularly. 8. Pagani Huayra Imola, $5.4 million. Not only is the Pagani Huayra Imola remarkable, but it is also breathtakingly gorgeous, a car that begs to be admired even before you step on the gas pedal. Thus, this first-rate hypercar's stunning aesthetics almost excuse its exorbitant price tag. But there is more. The 6.0-liter twin turbocharged V12 engine, paired with a 7-speed sequential transmission, is now calibrated to achieve 827 horsepower and 811 pound-feet of torque. Moreover, the car's mass has been decreased to 2,747 pounds. Pagani engineers were so diligent that they designed a new paint finish that in itself made the car lose 11 pounds. 7. Bugatti DIVO, $5.9 million. Bugatti's Chiron was such a breakthrough that the DIVO shares myriad characteristics with it. For example, both cars are powered by the same 8-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine with 1,500 horsepower. Nevertheless, the DIVO is more exotic in appearance and significantly more exclusive. While the Chiron is all about full power, the DIVO carries a torch for maneuverability and driving skills. According to its designers, the Bugatti DIVO is the most dynamic and explosive car they have ever manufactured. It boasts an improved suspension, a significantly lighter frame, and a new dorsal fin that makes it more efficient and better in the corners. Only 40 DIVOs will be made, but each of them has already been reserved, so if you thought of rewarding yourself with one, you'll have to find another way. 6. Mercedes-Benz Maybach EXELERO, $8 million. Maybach developed the EXELERO concept car in collaboration with Fulda, a German division of Goodyear. The company needed an automobile that could reach at least 217 miles per hour to test high-performance tires. Maybach and Fulda's marriage achieved an impressive result. On May 1, 2005, race car driver Klaus Ludwig pushed the Maybach EXELERO to a top speed of 218.38 miles per hour in Nardo, Italy, setting a new world speed record for limousines fitted with series production tires. This exceptional high-performance car from Mercedes-Benz blends the refinement of a deluxe limousine with the flawless performance of a sports coupe. When the EXELERO comes to mind, we think it is one of the most sophisticated, rare, and thrilling Maybach ever produced. 5. Bugatti CENTODIECI, $9 million. Bugatti, already renowned for its distinctive design and outrageous performances, has done all conceivable to make the CENTODIECI unforgettable and utterly opulent. With a 1,577 horsepower quad-turbo W16 engine, it's not the fastest Bugatti on the road, but it is one of the most furious, with a 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time of only 2.4 seconds. The car's shape is primarily inspired by Romano Artioli's legendary EB110 hypercar from the early 1990s. The new CENTODIECI is meant to be a different rendition of design and engineering without sacrificing the beauty and soul of the EB110. From which it draws cues like its angular shape, small horseshoe grille, and glass engine cover. 4. Rolls-Royce SWEPTAIL, $13 million. The Rolls-Royce SWEPTAIL is the perfect example of the saying, if you have to ask the price, you probably can't afford it. When you commission your preferred first-class carmaker to manufacture an unparalleled automobile exclusively for you, do not ask rude questions like how much. No, sir, you accept the full price. SWEPTAIL, the automotive counterpart of haute couture, was inspired by a specific patron's passion for his favorite early 20th century cars, as well as several vintage and sophisticated yachts. Therefore, Rolls-Royce refined and built a motor car that, without a doubt, embodies the brand's DNA. 3. Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, $17.5 million. The Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta is a challenging quest for basic concepts propelled forward by radical design, out-of-ordinary customization, and cutting-edge technology. A bespoke vehicle that combines Pagani's most advanced expertise with high-end stylish craftsmanship. The Barchetta, named after its similarity to a small boat, was manufactured as a gift for Horacio Pagani, founder of Pagani Automobili, on the occasion of his 60th birthday and Zonda's 18th anniversary. It is powered by a naturally aspirated 7.3-liter V12 AMG engine, producing 789 horsepower, paired with a 6-speed manual transmission and rear-wheel drive. The car's frame is completely made of carbon fiber, including the Carbo Triax HP52. Thus, the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta drastically cuts weight while preserving mechanical qualities that match those found in modern Formula One or military aviation. 2. Bugatti La Voiture Noire, $18 million. With a hand-sculpted carbon fiber exterior, a quad-turbo W16 8.0-liter engine with 1,500 horsepower and a 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time of 2.4 seconds, as well as a whopping 6 exhaust pipes, it's not surprising that the Bugatti La Voiture Noire reaches 260 miles per hour. Isn't this sufficient to state the obvious? However, delving into details wouldn't detract us from the thrill generated by this spectacular car. The La Voiture Noire was introduced at the 2019 Geneva Motor Show as a homage to the company's 1930 Type 57 SC Atlantic, and it is a statement of the Bugatti style. Also known as the Black Car, it is an understated coupe in the same vein as the Atlantic from that era, thanks to its focus on the fundamentals, clean lines, and lack of a huge and imposing rear wing, creating a distinctive shape. Obviously, this second-to-none Bugatti already has a place to call its own. 1. Rolls-Royce Boat Tail, $30 million. The Rolls-Royce Boat Tail is not about driving somewhere, it's the destination itself, proof that quantity and quality may coexist without obliterating one another. This jaw-dropping car was intended as a coach-built model, the first of 3. What does this entail? A customizable vehicle built on a pre-existing framework. The boat tail was requested by a group of 3 unknown billionaires who wanted to bring their passion for J-class yachts to the streets. Its 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12 engine, producing 563 horsepower, is derived from a Rolls-Royce Phantom. True, it's not as fast as the other 24 cars on this list, but does it matter that much when you travel in a stylistic tour de force? With a simple tap, the deck opens in a spectacularly arching butterfly shape to expose a magnificent hosting suite equipped with a customized champagne box, 2 bottles of Armand de Brignac Vintage Cuvée, caviar, and blinis. If this is not the actual definition of high living, then what else? They say that as soon as you drive away from the showroom, your car loses 15% of its value. However, that's not the case with any of the vehicles mentioned above. Those premium hypercars are wonders of beauty that only increase in value over time. Which one was your favorite? We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click that like button, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.